Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about the Netflix movie Really Love. Now, the only reason why I really watched it is because I'm a sucker for a good black love story, and the main character is a non-ambiguous black woman. So like I knew that I had to. Like, it would be a disservice to me not to watch it. No matter how much I wanted to stop that foolish movie, I said I have to finish it for the greater good. So if you plan on watching the movie, obviously don't watch this. But if you don't plan on watching it, or if you've already seen it, then let's discuss. Honestly, I was very excited for the movie because my husband Kofi is in it. I'll watch anything with him in it. That's a fact. And then I saw the main character and I was like, oh my God, like black love, blah, blah. But then, they can't ever just give us a love story. They have to add some type of struggle by fire, by force. And I blame Tyler Perry, but I also blame the Shade Room and Queen Naija. It's all of their fault. Three of them working together. Because why must he be a broker? Why must he be? It's like a struggling artist falls in love with an ambitious lawyer, blah, blah. I'm just like, oh my God. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to still watch it. I'm going to stick beside him because, yeah. So basically, the movie is set in DC, which is cool. Like, I'm from Maryland. So, like, it was like, oh, wow, DC. But they was trying to like slip in DC lingo, and it kind of felt odd. It felt weird. It made me cringe whenever they were saying like young or slim or mo. It was just like, it's giving very much like you Googled what do the niggas in DC be saying, and then you just threw it into the script. But it's okay. That's not, you know what I'm saying? That's just me being a hater. Also, when movies just throw in sex scenes for no reason, like, they don't be adding nothing to the plot. They just be doing it for funsies. You could tell. And this movie was getting a little bit raunchy. Because, okay, you can gauge how raunchy a movie is by the sex scenes and what they show and what they don't show. When they were showing the girls stuff, I was like, Netflix. Like, oh. Yeah, so they was getting a little raunchy. They showed Kofi's little butt. I was not expecting that. But that's really how raunchy they go. I mean, no, Kofi was actually doing stuff in the movie. I was like, I was shocked, in tears almost. But the sex scenes didn't really add, except for the last one. The last one was the most raunchy one, and was the only one that actually mattered in the freaking plot. So they was really just adding all that other stuff for fluff. But like in the movie, I just didn't like the people. I don't think I really liked this movie. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I like this movie, because even when the girl was talking about something telling him to move in, I said, yeah, what? You're telling him to move in? You're a mom. You're a mother. You're housing this boy that can't provide for you. And then like when he was, getting more serious with his art stuff, spending more time in the studio, working hard, trying to get to his goal, she was getting jealous. It's like, do you want this man to be broke forever? There's even a scene in the movie where he's pumping gas, and she has, oh God, my chest. She had to hand him her card to pump gas into his car. Let me say it one more time. She gave him her card to pump gas into his vehicle. Is that not shameful? Is that not a shame? And then when you see the man is working hard, trying to get his solo show, you're saying, oh, you're not here enough. Oh, you're not with me. You know why he was with you before? You know why you were seeing each other every day? Because he was jobless. Because he was not doing anything with his time. He had all that time to spend on you because he didn't have anything. Who else dates? He was struggling to have one thing in an art gallery. That's when he had time to be with you. Now that he's working hard, trying to better himself. He's become the mockery of his family. He's trying to just prove his artistry to these people. You're saying, oh, you don't have enough time for me. If you want him to be broke, if you want him to stay broke, then that's your business. Me, I'll be supporting my man. If you want, go and do your thing. Like, this has been your life dream, and you can't even support him. Like, what? And then like she was just blowing me, because she had an opportunity to move to Chicago for her dream firm. Like, this is the firm that she's been wanting to do everything, and she was really reconsidering for this broke man. I said, wow, like, this girl is actually crazy. You tell this man to move in? First of all, he never even asked her to be his girlfriend. Do you know that? All he did was one day they met somebody in the art gallery and he introduced her as a girlfriend. He didn't even ask her. And then this is the same fool that was saying now, oh, let's move in. Anyways, so she got the opportunity. She was really rethinking. And he was saying like, oh, if it was me, I would go to Chicago because that's what you've been working for. That's what you've been, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she was mad. You're upset from a, oh, I want you to fight for me. Are you mad? So you will really give your whole life's work, your whole everything you've been wanting for just for a man. Are you mad? And this is why I blame Tyler Perry. Because why must the woman, why? I don't even need to ask a question because you already know what I'm thinking. Why does it always have to be that way? Why? The man will always choose himself. Why can't the woman choose herself first for once? Now, and then they had this whole fight scene. The fight scene didn't even make sense. They didn't even know why they were mad at each other. They were just yelling just to yell. He's saying, oh, you're not here. You're here, but when you're here, you're not here with me. Blah, 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 blah. And then she's saying, oh, you didn't fight for me. Blah, blah, blah. It was such a useless, the fight didn't even make sense. I was just sitting there so confused. Like, what are you guys even mad about? Like, it was giving, I don't know what it was giving, but it was just blowing me. Like, clearly the girl was jealous. Clearly the girl was unsettled by the fact that he was moving forward. And he should have left. It's good that they even broke up because the relationship didn't even make sense to me. Anyway, so then, whatever, 1 year later, she's in Chicago. He has he like gets a solo show. He's like really like, you know, getting famous, all that stuff. So he has an art show in Chicago. Whoop-de-doo. What a surprise, y'all. What a surprise. So then she is at his art show and they run into each other. She has another man on her arm or whatever. And you know what's always so funny about this movie? And y'all be doing this on purpose. Why is it that when one of the person boss up, get a new man, whatever, he's never as fine as the original man? Why y'all be doing that? No disrespect to whoever played the second guy, but you know, he don't look like Kofi. Like, you know who the obvious choice is. Like, come on now. But yeah, that's basically what happened. And then they're like, oh, like we're just old friends. Oh, so conspicuous. And like, I've seen this movie 100 times before, honestly. So then what happened? Okay, then he went back to DC, and then he had a show in DC. So she came to DC for his show. And then they hang out, blah, 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 blah. He asked her, he's like, are you happy? And she's like, don't ask me that question. Okay, so you're not happy. What's it? So then, yeah, that's when they have a passionate night. That's the only, to me, that's the only sex scene that really needed to be in the movie because it actually added something to the plot. Not just two people getting naked. But either way, Kofi is not something to, you know. I'm not complaining. But yeah, so they have a passionate night, and then she tried to leave in the morning. Like she just acting somehow. I don't like the way she's behaving in this movie. And Kofi is in here professed his love to her. The way he did it was kind of weird. He's like, I'm so in love with you. I'm so in love with you. I said, okay, that's how you want to profess. I guess that's how you profess your love. What can I say? He professed his love to her, and then she just leaves. I'm just like, so what's the point of that whole dramatics, the theatrics? What was the point? He gave you what you wanted and you still left. So whatever. Fast forward, that night, it's his big art gallery, art show, whatever. So it's the art show. And then she stumbles upon, well, they see each other, whatever. And then she stumbles upon this huge like art piece that's like hung up on its own wall. And it's her. And like, it's literally called her. So cute, whatever. And then the movie ends. I've never been so angered, so disappointed, so unfulfilled, so just annoyed by a movie ending. What kind of ending was that? It's like you people did you run out of ideas? Did you have to meet a deadline and you just couldn't finish the story? Because we don't know what's gonna happen. And I don't want a part 2. Frankly, if there's a part 2, I won't watch it. What's it? Because how can you end a movie? She just look at a painting. Literally, she just looks at a painting and he walks up behind her and the movie is over. Credit scene. I actually couldn't believe it. I thought there was gonna be post credits. There's gonna something. Excuse me, the people need to be fed. I don't know what happened. Do they get back together? Did she break up with her man? Did she transfer back to the DC thing? What's gonna happen? That wasn't enough for me. The ending was so disappointing because it gave me nothing. All this build up, just to be let down that bad. And like I said, this must be the work of Tyler Perry. I don't care if his name is not in the credits. I don't care if he's not listed as a producer or anything. It's his fault. It's his fault. It's his fault. He did this to us. But in conclusion, I'm gonna give that movie like a 2 out of 5. 1 star because the main character was a non-ambiguous black woman. 1 star for Kofi. None for the plot. I don't care anything else was just rubbish. Rubbish. I got to see Kofi's butt, which was nice. But other than that, I was really let down by this movie. I will probably watch it again just for the black people. But The Photograph reigns supreme for black love stories. I don't care what nobody says. Thank you for watching my review. I just felt so passionate about this movie that I had to say something. I actually could not go another day without ranting about this movie because it just pissed me off so much. But thank you for watching. I might do more movie reviews in the future, but don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Yeah.